time, we are in Bekal, and our stay was at Gateway Bekal. The property is set near the backwaters with Bekal Beach and Bekal Fort not too far away. When we arrived, we were welcomed with a traditional tikka. The reception was quite crowded during check-in, so you immediately get the feeling that this is a popular family resort, especially during busy days. This is not exactly a beach-facing resort, but more of a peaceful riverside-style stay with lots of greenery, open spaces, terracotta roofs, and the relaxed Kerala holiday feel. After check-in, we were taken to our room in their auto inside the property, which was quite a fun, unique touch. Gateway Bekal has different room categories spread across the property. The superior rooms are closer to the main building. Deluxe rooms are placed a little away from the river, and the upper floors get better views. Then, there are premium rooms, cottages with jacuzzi, suites, and larger family-style options. So while booking, definitely check out not just the room type but also where it is located inside the property. For this stay, we booked their premium cottage with jacuzzi for 2 nights. The room was super spacious, clean and well maintained. It had a large bathroom, jacuzzi and enough space to feel really comfortable. But the best part for us was the garden outside the room. You can directly step out from your cottage into the open green space overlooking the backwaters. It is perfect for just sitting with a coffee, walking around, painting, or doing absolutely nothing. After settling in, we went for lunch at Earth Pavilion, their all-day dining restaurant. This is the main restaurant here and the food we ordered a la carte was quite good. One thing we did notice during the crowded hours was that a few tables were not cleared quickly and that brought in some flies, which was a little disappointing. But apart from that, the service was warm and the food itself was quite nice. By the time we finished lunch, it was almost time for high tea near the backwater lawns. But since we had a late lunch and the area was quite crowded, we skipped it that day. In the evening, we just walked around the property and the whole place is a vibe. The tiled roofs, gardens, pathways, backwater views, it is really pleasant to explore slowly. Later, we played some pickleball, had dinner and walked around again at night. The property feels so much more calmer after dark, and the night walks here were actually quite peaceful. The next morning, we stepped out to see more of the resort. They have a kids' outdoor play area, and right next to it is a swimming pool. We also saw some of the deluxe rooms from outside. These are a little farther away from the river, so the view really depends on which floor you get. The property also has a lot of greenery and water around, so you can spot different birds here. If you enjoy slow walks or bird watching, mornings are probably the best time. And of course, as usual, Abhi does not miss a chance to jump onto a hammock whenever he sees one. After that, we headed for breakfast at Earth Pavilion, and the spread was really good. There was a nice mix of South Indian dishes, fruits, bakery items, live counters, and regular breakfast options. It felt like a proper relaxed resort breakfast. In the same building, you also have some of the rooms on the upper floors, along with a gym. The gym is small but cozy, and it comes with a really nice view. Later, we went to High Tide, their bar lounge. Abhi tried practicing some billiards tricks while I enjoyed a mocktail. Near the reception, we also saw a small weaving display by a few ladies, and there were some simple art-related activities for kids and adults happening around the lobby. Outside, they also had ATVs and bikes that the guests could rent. The high tea location was beautiful, right next to the backwaters, but the spread itself was very simple. Tea, coffee, biscuits, cake, and boiled chana. We were expecting some local Malabar-style snacks, which would have made it feel a tad bit more special. After high tea, we tried couple paddle boating. They also have bamboo rafting and speedboat rides, depending on availability and weather. The paddle boating was simple, but the setting made it fun. They also have an automated cricket practice area, so Abhi tried his luck there for a few overs. By evening, we headed to their in-house spa, and after dinner, we took one final night walk around the property. Again, this was one of the most peaceful parts of the stay. The next morning, after a slow walk and some quiet time outdoors, we packed up and headed to our next stay, Taj Bekal. We already have a detailed Taj Bekal video on our channel, so you can watch that if you're comparing stays in Bekal. Overall, Gateway Bekal was a really good stay for us. The room was spacious, the property was beautiful, and food was quite good. And there were enough activities to keep both adults and kids engaged. But this is definitely a more commercial and family-friendly resort compared to some of the quieter luxury stays around Bekal. So expect more people, more movement, and a livelier atmosphere, especially during weekends. If you're looking for a super private, silent luxury escape, you may want to compare other options nearby. But if you want a comfortable resort with backwater views, good food, family activities, and a relaxed Kerala vibe, Gateway Bekal is definitely worth considering. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe to Duos Odyssey for more honest stay walkthroughs. It really helps our channel grow, and we will see you in the next one.